Hi everyone. In today's lesson, I will be introducing you to the techniques that can be used to prepare citations from primary sources of literature. It has been discovered that most often young researchers and writers have issues in citing primary sources of works they have at their disposals. So most of them end up citing secondary sources instead of also making use of primary sources that are usually more current in nature. Like for instance, let's take a look at this PDF file which has been downloaded from the internet. Now, the effect of gender, test anxiety, and test item scrambling on student performance in mathematics. Now, most often, if a student working on a test anxiety related topic stumbles on this paper, in most cases, the person is to write, like we see most often in our universities, or that students are doing when they are engaging in assignments or other research projects. They may end up, highlighting this and probably copying the entire text here in this block and pasting it. Now, in this case, you see that only the works that have been cited by this author will be cited by that person. However, you agree that for this paper, statements such as this were written by the original author of this work, and he has not cited anybody. And the other statement such as this is also written by the author. And then another statement such as this is also written by the author. But in this case, since the author cannot cite himself now, since he's writing originally, in this point, the person who doesn't know how to cite properly will end up taking this work verbatim without giving credit to the author. So highest is just these citations such as this, and this that will end up appearing, and then these other works will not be cited, which is not good. So now in this video, I'll be teaching you how to prepare citation from primary sources such as this one we have here. And if time permits, we'll look at other examples. So let's assume you are working on a project, you are working on a related project, and you have gone to the internet, you are working on test anxiety, you want to browse materials. Let's look at other materials too. Test anxiety, and let's say student academic performance, probably in mathematics. The subject might not be important, then you search for it. Then it brings results. So let's assume we are interested in downloading this one. So we open it. You can see it downloading here. So it has downloaded. And then since you're not going to depend on just one material, we further look at, let's say we are interested in this one too. Let's see. Okay, this one doesn't have full text, so let's leave this one. We come back to probably, let me see. Okay, let's check this. So check this, wait for a while. Now let's assume this is a Microsoft Word document you are working on, and then yep, then now you have written your topic, test anxiety and students performance in mathematics, probably in secondary schools. Full stop. Then you want to write the introduction. I will stop with the introduction. You want to write the introductory statement. Now Yeah, you have written this. This is your project. You are working on this. Then let's assume you are working on this. So, all right. Then here you put the author's name and all of that. Let me not bother you with that. So you are coming here to make a statement. Now the wrong way would be this. Coming here, you look at this topic and you see the person have written this and you like it, you will drag it. This is a wrong practice. You copy it, come to your document and you paste it. All you can do is to justify it, then probably change it to 12 font size, and that's it. Now this is a wrong practice. You may do this, and let's assume you follow this approach till you organize your work. Maybe it's an assignment, and then at the end of the day you go to the references, then you now say okay, it took, you copy it to your work, you say references, you paste it. Then the next person is this person, so you go here again. There's an advoca, I think it should be here. You copy it once again and then you paste it. The next person is Etuk. Okay, you've already copied Etuk before, so okay. Now you've done this. The original author whose work is also here have not been cited, which is not good. So how do we now cite the original author to ensure that he also receives credit for his work? This is how to do it. My approach is I will create another document. Just press Ctrl N. Another document opens up. By the side, remember the other one is still not closed. You can see it here. You see the one I want to use here. Now come to the PDF file where that man's work is. So you start first thing first by copying this in preliminary information. Probably, I think the name. Okay, let's start with the name. Now this author's name, usually standard practice, author's name should be written from first name first. So if that is the case, then this name is the name of the author. So then that means this will be the surname, while these two will be the first and the middle name. So you take this to cut it and bring it forward. Then you ensure that you put a full stop here and put another full stop here. So this goes. So what year was the work published? You check. This work was published in 2020. By which journal? By this journal, and this is the title of the work. So you come back to the body of the work and put 2020 in the bracket and put a full stop. Then the next thing you do is you copy this title as it is to your work environment, and probably if you like paste it there. So all you need to do is make it a sentence case, something like this. Yep, so that first letter becomes first letter becomes capital, and others become small. Mathematics is a subject, so you could keep it capital. Then after a punctuation sign such as that colon, you can use a capital letter like this. So this is enough. You take it to the sentence location, the actual location, you put a full stop to that. So which journal published this work? There are different ways to cite different materials, which if time permits, we will look at it. So you copy this journal title to the location, World Journal of Vocational Education and Training. Now this should be followed by a comma. After following it with a comma, the next thing you try to locate is the volume, which is volume 2, and the volume or the number or issue is this. So I would rather copy this whole line since it has some useful information. So with this, you could paste this. Let me make it big. Make it big so you can see. Right, this is, let's say 12 or maybe 14 will be okay for us to see. Good. Now I would have to remove this volume. It's not necessary. That's okay. Then put the issue inside a bracket as I've done. Then allow this to be like this. Then I'm going to clear the formatting so that it's going to be nice. Alright, so this is it. You see that we've gotten this. Then we check under 7th edition, there's need for the DOI to be presented as a web address. So I copy this DOI, usually beginning from 10. So to the location here. So all I'll need to do is this. Let me put it in 14 font so you see it properly. So we have this now. Good. So what we do, we put those DOI in a web address form. So we do this by saying HTTPS, then you put double slash slash, then you say doi.org slash, then you bring this number now. So you have to activate the link by using the space bar. So that goes. Now with this, you have prepared referencing for this article. So what you just need to do now is you can now cite this person. So I would now copy this, cut this work and go to the original document where I was working and then paste it there. So that means it's part of my references now. So with this done, I can as well, if this statement were made by this person. Now, the multifaceted use of mathematics in business industries, home, and all of that make it important subject to learn. This statement was not from me, and the author was not cited. So I can now put all one here and 2020. That's simple. Okay, that's quite simple. Then maybe if we come again, that is in my other video, I'll teach you the best practice on how to minimize plagiarism. But this one, just understand the procedure for citing papers. Now, this may not be the best approach, like you copying work verbatim and cite, but it gives you an idea on how to cite. So you check out to watch for other videos. Then here too, you could as well put the same author's name, for instance, 2020. And then close it, so it goes. Now that's done. Let's look at one of the materials we downloaded while I was showing you this video. So let's check our downloads. Downloads. Okay, now we have this. We open it. So as we can see, stress, anxiety, self-esteem, and academic performance by, there are two authors here, and this is also a journal article. Okay, now let's assume you have seen something very important. Academic performance is an important parameter in measuring. Now this work, the authors did not cite anybody, so which means it's their work. Let's assume I've copied it, although it's an unethical practice. Let me just use it for the illustration. Now we copy it too, and we need to cite this person. So you probably want to link it up here. Let's assume you want to link it up. So now you've done this, you need to cite. So what do? You follow the same approach. Now this journal doesn't seem to have a DOI. Okay, so what you do is, the best practice is just copy this if you can. I would rather drag from here to here. Now to your work environment, you paste it. Know that this man's name has been written with this comma. It means this man's name has been written from surname first. So we put FUBE, right? There's a full stop there. Then there's another full stop here. Then for two authors, please put a comma after the last initial. Then put ampersand. Then this BA doesn't have to be here. BA will have to cross over to this. Then PhD, I don't think it's necessary. So we remove this. So we look out for the year, which is 2018. I think you have to see properly. Good. Yeah. Now 2018. So we put 2018 here. We close it. Then this title of this work, you can drag it to this location. Then I think this is it. So I would rather make all of this to be in small letters, lowercase. Then self-esteem must be the dash here. So this is done. What's the name of the journal? International Journal of Education and Evaluation. Just put it here. Then what's the volume? Put a comma. Volume 4, number 9. Then the page number is not here, so we have to go and look for it. I like this work. We have to go and look for it. Now what you do is, it's not all journals that give you the page range, so you will be lazy. They make you sit up, so you work hard. Now what you do is, okay, you go back to that PDF document, you check the page by yourself, you look up, you look down. What can we see? We can see page 18 here, isn't it? That means that's the beginning. So check for the last page, 27. So that means it's 18 to 27. So we come here, put another comma and say 18 to 27 and full stop. Now this article does not have a DOI, so it is good to look for its web address. So we go back to our Google search. Now if you are downloading many files, it may be tough to do this. I hope I'll have a chance to show you in another video what to do in such a situation. So let's go up where we saw that paper the first instance. This is the paper. So what I would rather do is to right click, do copy link location. Yep, we copy it. Then come back to your document and paste it. You see that the website is so long that if you were to keep this thing in the references, it's going to consume the space available. So what will we do? We have to shorten this web address as much as we can. So to do this, I will cut this link back, come to here, turn to my browser, then open this website, take note of it. I don't know if I can zoom it. The web address is bit.ly. That is it, bit.ly. That's all. That's the website. So just type that, then enter. I don't know, my internet speed is quite slow, so bear with me. Now good, the website opens this way. So what you need to do is to click on create, but then you have to create an account with them first before you start using it. So you click on create, you paste that long link here and then allow them to shorten it. Now that long link has been shortened to this. It's as short as this now. So we carry that, you copy that and paste it here. That's all. So all you need to do is just arrange your work and then copy it or cut it, as the case may be, to your document. Now let's cite one book chapter, and then so we will stop there. Okay, now I haven't done this. What you now need to do is to now provide citation for the work you copied. So you can easily come here and say, if you and Basi 2018. Now you discover that, let me tell you something. Why it's good to always cite primary sources is that they are newer in nature. They are quite newer in nature. While this work was published in 2018, it is very clear that you will not find any work published later than that can see the references here. Very old, very old, very old, very old. You can see very old. So you need to cite theirs that have renewed some of these works so that you have current literature. Otherwise, most journals will turn your work down. So that's that. So let's assume we have this as our sources. What you now need to do is, now this is a thesis. Now this is an unpublished master's thesis. Under 7th edition, you format it this way: University of Calabar. The place of location is not necessary anymore, so you close it and put a full stop. That's that. Then the same thing applies to this one. What you do is, from the journal title to this, for the journal title alone should be italicized. Then this comma after it should not be italicized. Then the volume should be italicized, but the issue or number should not be italicized. The page numbers should not be italicized for journals. So with this, what we do is we highlight from here to the training and we italicize. So we leave this, come to this, we italicize, and then leave every other thing the same. The same thing for this, we italicize from here to here, and then from here to here. We won't italicize others. Okay. So now you see that for the thesis, we are italicize the title of the work. This is also applicable to a book. Yep, a book. A book can be cited this way. For instance, say Okon GT Effiong OM and Robert JJ or JH. Then 2019 testing in secondary education. This is the title of the book. Now, baby, let us assume this book is published by Macmillan Press. Macmillan Press. Now, under 6th edition, you will be required to put the location London, colon, Macmillan Press. But under 7th edition, the place of publication is no longer necessary. So what you do is just to italicize the title of the book, and that's all. Then for a book chapter, I'm going to cite one immediately using Mendeley, so it will can help us to do something fast. So that's it. That's how to cite a book. This is how to cite a thesis. This is how to cite journal articles with DOI, with web address, and then let's assume this one is not online. So you just leave it the way it is. You can't find it online, so you leave it the way it is. Then, supposing you are citing a chapter in book, you could do it this way. Then take note, a book that is online, you may need to provide the web address or its DOI if it has, in addition to it. But if it doesn't have, you leave it the way it is. So now let's assume we want to cite a chapter in book. Let's assume I think there's a chapter in book here we can cite. That should be, let's say, data management. Sorry, I'm using another application to do this data management. And I think I would see this. Yep, this is it. This is a book chapter. Let's assume it has been cited. let me come again. Okay, let's see 7th edition. So now, good. This work has been cited. So we want it to appear in the references. Okay, this is the take home. Let me copy. Let me remove this. Okay, so now let's assume this work has been cited. So we have cited the work. So we paste it here. Now this is Owen Basi. Now this is a chapter in a book. Now this is the title of the chapter. These are the names of the authors of the chapter. This one are the names of the editors of the book, followed by a comma, and this is the title of the book. So in this case, you italicize the title of the book up to this. You italicize this, and then this is Pearls Publishers National. You can see the name Port Harcourt where these publishers are have been removed because 7th edition, and there's a DOI attached to it, so you add the DOI to it. So all you have to do now is to arrange these things in ascending alphabetic order. So you arrange that, and you have finished your citation from primary sources. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. Please don't fail to hit the subscribe button, the bell icon on the video channel for more videos. Thank you.